Hey, if you can hear me right now, do me a favor. Go ahead and hit that like button and go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already subscribed, because I'm hearing that that's what makes the algorithm over here on YouTube jump. So go ahead and do that for me. It don't cost a thing. This video is going to be about 3 words. And I remember back in 2009 or 10, somewhere around that time, my daddy sent me to the dictionary and he told me to look up these 3 words. The 3 words, of course, of character, honor, and diplomacy. He didn't really get off into detail or elaborate as to why he wanted me to look these up. I had to look them up, and when I did, I realized what he was trying to teach me. He was teaching me that in order to move forward at a rapid pace and be in favor, you need to embody these 3 words. You need to make these 3 words a part of your personality and who you are. And I'm gonna just read y'all the definitions and how I use these words and make it make sense. The first word is character, of course. The way someone thinks, feels, and behaves, someone's personality, a person's moral and ethical qualities. It consists of beliefs or moral principles that guide their behavior in discrete ways. This is the sum of your reputation. Who are you? How do people perceive you? When the Bible says a good name is worth more than gold, this is what it's referring to. It's referring to your reputation and how people see you before they even truly know who you are. How is your character? How do your actions line up with your words? How are you perceived to the world? Character, that's the first one right there. The second is honor. High respect, great esteem, adherence to what is right or to a conventional standard or conduct. To seek to enhance the reputation of someone. Are you an honorable mention, one of honesty, integrity, or uprightness of character or action? See how character comes back in there and plays a part in the definition of honor. Honor simply could be, do you do what's right when nobody looking? Somebody pay you an extra $100 or extra $20, you're gonna get that money back and you're gonna slide it in your pocket like that and give it to you. Are you honorable? Do you make your word your bond? Do you speak truth to power, or do you speak up for those that might not be able to speak for themselves? Like, that is what honor is. Like, again, are you honorable? Are you of the ones of honorable mention? When someone speaks of you, how are they going to speak of your name? Again, how is your reputation perceived? These, like with character and honor, they go hand in hand, because again, this is how people perceive you, and this is the boxes that people will put you in before you even know you got put in that box. And lastly, diplomacy. See, I understood character once I read the definition. I knew what honor was. I knew what being honorable was, but diplomacy was something that it was a new one to me. I hadn't figured that one out yet until I got in the dictionary. The profession, activity, or skill of managing international relations, typically by a country's representative abroad. We all heard of diplomats. The United States, we go out of these different countries and meet at the embassy to deal with other diplomats from other countries to see how we can both mutually agree on something that's good for both countries. We may not agree on hardly anything, but we have to be diplomatic in a sense of, okay, let's deal with this situation so that it works out for your country, it works out best for your country, and we don't even have to agree on everything. We might even have to sign this peace treaty so that we don't go to war with each other and we can still conduct business. I know a lot of people have no diplomacy. Now that's on an international level. Let's bring it just on a man-to-man level. Simply, the art of dealing with people in a sensitive and effective way. Tact or tactful, the ability to control a difficult situation without upsetting anyone. How tactful are you? How are you able to maneuver inside of rooms where people may not get along? You may not get along with somebody, but in order for your survival or in order for you to move forward, you may have to figure out a way to do business with someone. You might have to figure out a way to work beside someone that you might not like. You might not agree with their political stance. You might not agree with their religious views. You might not agree with their views on sexuality. But the bigger scheme of things depends on your survival depends on your ability to have a relationship with that person, whether it just be for business or whether it just be to be able to be in the same room. And again, I had to work on this because I didn't always have tact. Like sometimes I would just be so brute, I would just be so offensive in speaking my truth that I would run off somebody that may have been sent to help me. And now that I have learned diplomacy, now that I have learned tact, I tell people all the time, so your viewpoint right there will turn people away from you that was sent to help you. And so we have to be wise enough to know how to control the room or how to be leaders inside of the room when we're trying to move our agenda forward and not just be so disrespectful, not just be so outlandish with our speech that we can't conduct good business. So these 3 words, again, once I learned to embody these 3 words, once I made these words a part of my personality, and I started to understand that in me setting my goals and trying to reach my goals and destinations, if I could understand these 3 words, like my daddy told me, and make them a part of who I was, that I would move forward and faster in whatever I was trying to do. So I would advise y'all to look these 3 words up and to see how you can just implement them into who you are and see how it works for you. Now, if you haven't already got my book, The Universe is Mental, A Guide to Effectively Mastering the Mind, pen name J.E. Ditto, go to Amazon and pick this up. It's a short book, easy read, just on how to begin to reprogram your mind. And again, I'm gonna leave y'all on that note. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and if you found this video helpful, share it to somebody, send it to somebody. All right, I'm out.